G'day, I'm Murray and this is my backyard, and I am sick of people asking me, can I ship to the US? Seeds to the US when my ads say no international shipping. However, this ad is also for the odd person from another country who was asking me, can I ship to their country? Now the first part, and there are timestamps in this description, the first part is just for US citizens. Excuse me. The second part is for everybody else. The second part is probably more polite. So let's deal with the US. For years I've disliked buying any Chinese product. Since Trump came in, I really prefer Chinese products to those from the United States. I avoid buying anything from the United States wherever possible, including from any US-owned company, because you are using trade as a weapon in a war on everything. The world does not approve. That's okay. It's not your fault. I don't want you to tell me in the comments you didn't vote for X, Y, or Z, or you believe the lies when they ran. I don't care. At the moment, the US is a toxic mess where the lunatics are in charge of the asylum. I would not ship to the USA if I could, and I will avoid US products across the board as hard as I can, unless it's like a part for the mower that was made in the US that I bought several years ago that I can't avoid buying. But cheap knockoff blades from Australia, yeah, they're good. Okay, now I'm going to explain why I can't actually send seeds internationally. Almost every country in the globe has biosecurity laws. They're designed to protect its agriculture. You can't just get seeds of any plant that you want shipped into your country. You can't get some raw untreated timber shipped into your country. You need to get an import license, and that import license has to comply with certain rules. One of them is usually a phytosanitary certificate when it comes to seeds. That is to certify that the seeds are disease and soil free. There's no contaminants in there that could affect various parts of your country's agriculture. Phytosanitary certificates cost between, I think, about $60 upwards, Australian. Now you have to be trained to issue a phytosanitary certificate and all this sort of stuff. Now I'm not going to get the training to do phytosanitary certificates for my seeds. And I'm not going to sell you $24 or $14 seeds or whatever it happens to be and include a free phytosanitary certificate just so I can ship to your country. The alternative to that is that I lie on the statutory declaration that I have to sign of what my package contains. Now that's an offence under the Crimes Act of 1914. It carries a pretty stiff penalty of a fine and up to a year in prison per offence. Now I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry for all of you non-US citizens because I'm still a bit riled up about the start of this video, but I'm not prepared to lie under oath and sign that I'm sending coarse sand or small garnet fragments instead of seeds. It's not worth it for me. And if it gets stopped at customs in your country because they x-ray it, which is something they do, you're going to say, I never got my seeds, I want a refund. In the meantime, it takes a few weeks or months for them to get around to sending you a letter saying, you've tried to illegally import seeds into this country. Don't you know the rules? You could face a fine, you could face imprisonment. So I don't ship internationally. It says it on my listings. I don't want to ship internationally. I want nothing to do with the United States of America. but I don't ship internationally. And I thought I would do a video where I can just send this link to you, and then I don't have to respond with polite, no, I can't send to your country, yada, yada, yada. Every time I get a request, I can just send a link. And I can monetize the video, because that might make up for some of the time I've wasted with requests, mainly from the United States of America, about, can I please enable shipping to your country? No, I cannot, and I would not if I could. Right, that was my angriest rant to date on YouTube, possibly my only rant. Good day.